Venus moves into Gemini, she's leaving her sign of where she can, fully function well and nicely. In Gemini, she's that cooler element. She kind of has an affinity, but not as much. Not There are worse houses, worse places where Venus could be. She is leaving her house of where she can rule. She is peregrine in this house. So
Mm.
this is it is a demotion for Venus to be in Gemini.
Yeah, this is also happening on the 23rd in the US, around about 4:30 in the afternoon. When a planet is really close to the sun, well, particularly when it comes to Venus and Mercury, when they're too close to the sun, they can't be seen. So Venus and Mercury, depending on where they are in the chart at the time, are either a morning star or an evening star. But when they're so close to the sun, they can't be seen. They're said to be under the beams, or when they're within 8 degrees, combust, they're burnt up. And that's what is happening to Venus here. When she was in Taurus, because she was in her own sign, she was kind of protected, even though she was still invisible. But as Donna mentioned, she's no longer in Taurus where she ruled. So it was like she was in her own home. She had all the tools and resources that she needed. So now she's in Gemini and she's under the beams of the sun. She's combust, she's burnt up. So she's not going to be fully at the peak of her skills or not at the top of her game. But look, Venus in Gemini is fun, it's flirty, it's a very mercurial Venus because it's ruled by Mercury, as it's in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. It's a fun, flirty sign, maybe for some kind of a little bit of secret or kind of hidden romances, perhaps. But Venus is also our relationships in general, not just romance, it's our friendships and it's beauty and art and harmony. Maybe for some people, this will be working on something creative, music behind the scenes because it's hidden. And she's going to come up for her Kazemi when she meets up with the sun and has her new phase. So she's moving pretty quickly at this time. She's moving at 124% of her usual speed. And yeah, so wherever Gemini is in your chart, because Venus is a benefic, there tends to be good things associated with the topics and people associated with wherever Gemini is in your natal chart.